With Triple H taking over, I wonder if I noticed they have been putting a little bit more profanity in
Yeah,
there, which I like because the PG era, like these,
man, yeah, that
the-
shit sucked, man. I
it
mean, you get
sucked.
it sucked. That was a money grab for real to get like sponsors like Coca-Cola and so forth. So that was like a money grab. It wasn't to appease the audience. And I know as a grown man, as a 43-year-old man, we have to evolve. But damn,
Hmm
you got to leave a bunch into the game. Like, damn, you want to be so, you can't be too damn PG. I figured, like, if it's too much cussing, don't let your kids watch the shit. You feel me?
Exactly, exactly. Because I mean, just like with one thing I can say with only good thing I can say about AEW is they use.
Mhm.
It's not like they dropping F-bombs every single
Right.
time they get on the mic. Even with TNA, TNA was good for it back then as well. But now that I've seen like it is it evolved, like even though AEW has possibly the worst promos of
Yes,
all
I
time.
can AEW, like, man, like, AEW need to build a major star. You had MJF. I will roll the boat with the guy. They
Hmm
already lost CM Punk. They dropped the ball on CM Punk. And I like John Moxley, but he is not the guy to
Mm-mm.
carry your
No.
flagship. And please, I hope they don't drop the ball with the Hurt Business. I say this on go to the bigger archives and I'll discuss about the AEW for the listeners, whoever listens, they go to the archives and go to the episode when I talked about AEW because I touched on the Survivor Series pay-per-view. But you're right. With AEW, I hope they don't drop, especially with the Hurt Business. But they promos suck. They do too many high spots. When you
hmm
wrestling, it's the whole goal is to tell the story. You're telling the story about why I don't like you. You have to sell too, like who the fuck gets punched and you get back up. You let people know, like we all know that it's
Yep.
it's 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 predetermined, but wrestlers do get hurt, and I would never call it fake because I like the professional. I like the sport because it is a sport. But if you're wrestling, you have to sell, make people believe. If you
hmm
if you selling your you if you selling, depending if you're a baby face or a heel, you're getting us intrigued. I don't want to see a bunch of motherfuckers doing flips. Hell, I could try to do that my damn self. We could
Yep.
go and watch gymnastics. That's why AEW gave me such a bad taste in my mouth. At first, I rooted for him, but I was like, man,
I was too.
if I'm signing AEW, I would leave. And now I see why the WWE stays on top because Triple H gives you what the fans want.
Hmm
Now with Vince McMahon, Vince he gave it to you, but Vince just Vince. That
hmm
was just Vince McMahon. Like if he had a hard on for you, no matter how talented you were, he was going to bury you. And
hmm
sometimes you get away from storylines, but I like what Triple H. Triple H is a wrestling fan himself. He's a wrestler, student
He's a
of the game.
genius.
He's a genius, like I even liked him in his wrestling days, even with guys like Bret Hart to see like he didn't add like entertainment value, but he really did. He can have a good match, and we're so used to these high spots now. It's messing up the professional wrestling because they do too many high spots. They want to do too many flips. Like you
Hmm
get booed in the face and you up in about 2 seconds. Sell. Take your time to get up. Get,
hmm
we as fans need to get invested, and I hope wrestling fans that watch this say something about it. We got to get invested as fans. It's like playing a video game. If you can beat the fucking video game quickly, buy it.
hmm
You want something to keep you entertained, intrigued. You want to invest in the game because you pay whatever X amount of dollars you pay for the game. So you don't want to just beat a game in one day and be like, oh, I'm
hmm
done with it. It's a waste of money. And that's how the AEW is. And WWF like that is sort of way, but they get back to the selling.
hmm
And old school wrestlers, just like with Bret Hart, even to Bret Hart's credit. Brett and Shawn Michaels one of the best sellers in wrestling. Ric Flair also as well because you when you're rooting for them, good or bad, you intrigued to the match because you get the suspense build up. Now it's not the way it seems like it's choreographed, it's scripted. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, come
cause
on,
I
give me a
could,
break.
cause I will add, just like with, cause I seen a meme about our boy Ricochet, just
Oh
like
yeah, I seen it too.
yeah, cause like
He deserved it.
because cause my thing is, how you gonna try to? I hated how
Hmm.
they could have really used him. I mean, I wouldn't say he was a. I mean, but they could have used him as they could have built him as
Hmm.
to a future world heavyweight or WWE champion. But to see this man go to AEW and then cut a promo with Will Ospreay,
Yeah.
that was the most cringiest promo I've ever seen in my life. Like, because matter of fact, I follow this wrestling podcast. It's this
Hmm.
one white dude and a black dude, and they were talking like they were laying in on
That's the
Ricochet.
one with Vince Russo. I
Yep,
know
yep,
Vince
yep,
Russo. Yeah,
yep,
yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Yeah, like they were laying into him because don't get me wrong, dude is talented. I mean,
Yeah, he is. Ricochet
a
is very talented,
a
talented
damn
performer.
a damn good high flyer. But just like the segment he just had with the Hurt Business, like um, again, cringy. Like it's my thing is like you said, like get the fans intrigued, like just
Invest.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
He,
because just like with the New Day, that shocked the hell out of me
yeah, it
because
did. It shocked. Even as it, I never seen it coming a day in my life. I thought that there was going Kofi that Apollo was going to turn on Kofi.
mhm.
It shocked me, not Apollo, but you know what I'm talking about. I said Apollo.
You talking
Uh,
about Xavier?
Xavier, because it'd be Consecration's Creed in TNA, but I just think about Apollo. But yeah, I thought he was going to turn on Kofi, not
We all
them two
did.
turning on Big E, and that's what we're talking about entertainment. You know, like we need Swerve, and now they're playing it up so good, like the fans
Literally.
are invested. They're like, oh, we hate them because they let us down, and we need more of that. And back and another thing, who else in the AEW wrestling besides Ricochet with the worst terrible promo? Who is the other wrestler? And I'm gonna name it if you don't know it. I'm gonna let you guess it. I'm gonna ask you. Who is the worst other AEW that cuts a horrible uh promo? She is I said she, so I'm giving away. Horrible, horrible. She shouldn't even have the mic. She should say less and get somebody to write her shit down.
Oh,
I mean, horrible.
damn. I was just, because I was just watching a video of a compilation of, and she was on there. I forget her damn name, but I know exactly who you're talking about, though.
Yeah,
I just can't think
man,
of her
I
name.
tell you, Mercedes Monet, aka Sasha Banks. Oh my goodness, she is
Terrible.
horrible, terrible. Like I see why Vince McMahon didn't really want to carry her as the WWE Women's Champion. Like you can't cut a promo. You're not going to be successful if you can't talk to the fans. If you can't cut a promo, there's no way you can be successful in the WWE. No way, shape, or form.
All she's good
Because
for is dancing.
dancing, she do that little whatever the fuck. I'm like, listen, work on your promo skills. You should
Hmm.
be able to relate to the crowd. If you're going to be a heel, like the way she's playing it up, but it sounds so corny. Like it's corny. Like you got to do better. You just left from a big juggernaut that you didn't want to sign with, and WWE didn't want to throw all that money behind her, which was smart. You don't you're not the be all end all like you think you are.
Hmm.
Just because you're the TNT champion and the strong champion, she's the worst promo woman ever. That it sucks. Like, man, like I just cringe when she talks. She's worse than Ricochet.
Hmm.
I rather
Cause
I rather
yeah,
I
cause
rather hear Shinsuke do a promo.
but and that man can't speak
Golly,
English.
they can't
Yeah,
speak English at
because
all. But go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say like the problem I have with that is like she's been in the wrestling business for a long time before NXT was even thought of. Like she was wrestling
Right.
with
Yeah.
what's that old FCW?
Yeah, FCW. Yeah, with Bailey and all of them. They all come from
Yeah,
FCW.
yeah. Like you've been in this business that long. I mean, it took Roman. I will say it took Roman a while, but you see now he's
Right.
even Drew McIntyre. He's hitting you with them
Yes.
punchline, like them one like
Yes.
quick jabs. Like even with
Right.
Roman, like he matter of fact, I seen his documentary and it made me laugh where um the
A&E. About
yeah
the
like
yeah.
yeah when he made that cut that promo talk about what did he say, sucker and succotash or something like that.
Yeah. That sound
Like
like a Vince McMahon doing right
yeah.
there. Vince like said, yeah, like, wow. I wouldn't even ever say it. I know you're supposed to go with the boss say and
Hmm.
everything, but I would have been like, look, that's the most corniest shit ever. I would not say no succotash. You like fucking you making a disconnect between me and the fans.
Yep.
All right, like this bullshit. And he said he did the same thing with Diesel. When Diesel was the world champ, he should have made him a heel and kept him a heel and made
Hmm.
him a cool heel, not this guy, smiling and kissing the babies like he's Hulk Hogan. And Vince was trying, no, you got to
No.
go with works. You got to go with works with the wrestling, for real.
Hmm.
And they tried so hard with Roman for him to be a baby face, but Roman is a
He's better.
natural heel.
Yeah, he's better as a heel, I will say that.
And now it's like they try to turn him baby face, but it's working now because he's not doing any baby face things. He's still doing the same thing. It was they should have had him do in the get-go. They wanted
Hmm.
sucker task. Like, man, somebody need that. Vince or the writers need their ass whooped for even saying some shit like that. Sucker task. Like, come on now. Like, this
But
got to
yeah,
be a